Hello YouTube, how's everyone doing? It's Professional here. Welcome back to my playthrough the Saboteur. Hope you guys are enjoying this series. If you are, do drop a like. And we're continuing from where we left off, so let's talk to Bishop.
Where's Skylar?
Miss Sinclair is away on business. She sends her warmest regards.
Right then. I don't like you, and I trust you even less. I'm only here because of what you said about Jules. If this is one of your tricks, we're about to find out just how blue that blood of yours is.
I must confess I find your candor most refreshing, Mr. Devlin. In my line of work, honesty is the rarest of vices. Secrets are the currency of my profession. Your friend Jules was killed to protect a rather important secret. Did you know that?
Dierker thought we were working for you.
Perhaps, but Jules had to die in any case. He had seen too much, as did you.
The Doppelseek factory. What's really going on up there?
Are you familiar with the concept of atomic fission?
I've never been one for poofy cocktails.
I'm sure the barman will be relieved. But it's beside the point. Your friend Jules was killed to protect the secrecy of certain enemy plans. Plans which are critical to the German war effort. I intend to shatter those plans and destroy the men behind them. How about it, Mr. Devlin? Up for another game?
Aye. What'll it be this time?
Miss Sinclair will return shortly to brief you on the next phase of the operation. If you can pull this one off, they'll give you the Victoria Cross.
Ooh. Is that some sort of medal?
The VC is my government's highest honor.
Then I'll know what to wipe me arse with.
Let's call it a case of scotch.
Now you're talking. Cheers.
Okay, So remember how Dierker said in the beginning of the game that if Sean tells him everything that he wants to know, that he would let him and Jules leave, but he was going to kill them regardless. Basically, the Nazis have a top-secret weapons facility, the Doppelseek factory. That Dierker is trying to hide something there. But let's go see Skylar now. Okay, this actually might come in handy. Disguise. Okay. And we'll take the,
That's better.
MP44, okay. Destroy this dish here. Yeah, you don't want to run.
Take this.
What's this?
Appreciate it, mate. We need to talk Irish. One soldier to another. Come find me. Le Crochet.
Okay. Well, I guess like Crochet has more missions for us.
We should have booked a hotel room.
Naughty boy. I don't typically mix business and pleasure, but sometimes I can't help myself. For a moment there, I thought you were dead.
Not quite. But the bastards get an A for effort. If this isn't a social call, what are we talking about?
You're going to help us take a man from a train, then drive the train over a cliff.
Sounds like fun.
Ever blown up a bridge?
Not yet, but I'm a fast learner. Who's the punter?
Dr. Kessler, chief engineer for the Nazis' secret atomic weapons program, codenamed Volhor.
The secret that got Jules killed.
You were practically on top of Kessler's lab when you were captured. Bloody bad luck. Poor Jules.
Bad luck for the fucking Krauts.
So that's basically what's going on at the Doppelseek factory, is that they're building an atomic bomb.
Oh, Christ.
They became suspicious. trying to...
Where the fuck were we? So what exactly is this? Kidnapping?
Defection. Dr. Kessler wants to switch sides. The Nazis will kill him before they let that happen.
So you want the crowds to think he's already dead?
Spot on. When we destroy the train, the Nazis will assume Kessler has been assassinated. By the time they realize what really happened, Kessler will be in London, working for our side.
Downright devious.
That's Bishop's style. Our first order of business is to wire the bridge with demolition charges. I'll leave the heavy lifting to you.
Don't tell me you don't like to get dirty.
You know better than that. I just like to see you work up a sweat. Set the charges under the bridge where the structure looks weak.
And to trigger them?
The last charge goes on the tracks. It'll set off the rest when the train hits it.
Bleeding diabolical. I'll be right back.
So, at this time, the Nazis actually did consider building a nuclear bomb even before the war had started. And the closest that they had actually gotten was, there was a hydroelectric plant that they had taken over in Norway, and they were actually considering using that to build nuclear weapons. The plant was mostly destroyed by British commandos and the Norwegian resistance. Okay, there we go.
Some of these struts have seen better days.
Okay, I only got one bullet. Okay.
How about... here?
Okay. Okay, there we go. You know what this actually reminds me of? This mission reminds me of a mission I played when I was a kid. When I played this game called Siphon Filter 2.
This looks like a good spot.
It was on the PlayStation 1, and there was actually one mission that was very similar to this, where you were actually, you were climbing like a bridge, but instead of planting the bombs, you were trying to defuse the bombs and stopping the agency. Let's see here. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, reclaim. Okay. Okay, let's see what we got here.
How about... here?
Ah, not good. At least the MP44 has range.
Oh crap, I sprung a leg.
Okay, there we go. Okay. Get down here.
One more on the tracks now.
Okay. Yeah, this is gonna be a pretty big explosion.
And that's that.
Oh, the sniper in the tower. Oh, they're flanking me now too, of course.
Fucking got you, didn't I?
Okay, let's get rid of that damn tower here while we're at it too. Okay, there we go. That's that. Great, wonderful. Yeah, there's a tank over there. I'm gonna try to lose them here. Yeah, best hiding spot ever, right? Yeah, no one will find me here.
Now then.
Wilcox is waiting for us at the train station. Let's get moving.
If Kessler is the crowd's golden goose, why risk sending him to France?
He's here to convert the Paris cyclotron for military use.
They couldn't send somebody else?
They did. The first engineer they sent died suddenly in his sleep.
How'd you hear?
I was lying next to him at the time.
I thought you didn't mix business with pleasure.
His pleasure. My business.
So Bishop's got you turning tricks for him now?
We're prepared to use any means necessary to stop the Nazis from acquiring an atomic bomb.
I see. They handing out medals for that?
Don't be an ass. Wilcox is just over there. Make your report.
The train will be arriving shortly. The target's in a private car near the locomotive.
And the radio transmitter?
In the caboose.
You'll need to sever communications once you're aboard.
Shite. This is getting complicated.
I'll be waiting to pick you up near the bridge. Whatever happens, make sure that train reaches the river. Sean, if anything goes wrong, if you can't get Kessler out, kill him.
You tell Bishop to go and shite. I'll get your boy out, but I'll not be your damn trigger man. Now if you'll excuse me, I've a train to catch.
Okay. Perfect. This guy's right here. Kriegsmarine? Okay, that's really strange. The reason that that's really strange is because Kriegsmarine, that's basically Nazi Navy. And so, you know, what would they be doing? What would Kriegsmarine's sailor soldiers be doing here at a train station? They would probably be at like a coastal town.
Oi, stop that!
Damn, okay, wait, let's see, Okay, yes, perfect. Use this to get over. Sabotage radio car, okay.
That's done it. Now to find the doctor.
Okay, hopefully nobody saw that. Yeah, it's gonna blow up any moment. Okay. Now, I'm gonna wait till the train gets a little bit away from the train tracks, because as you guys can see, a lot of enemies here. Okay, throw a grenade. Okay, do it now. great, yep. The enemies do reload in this game, so you can time it. Damn. Okay, I got an idea. Here we go. Yeah, now, if an AA was to shoot it at soldiers, it would be ripping them apart, like body parts would be getting blown off. This would be really gory. Trying to get a clear shot on him here. Okay, there we go. Whoa, what the? Okay. Oh, this is gonna be good now. Boom. Oh man, what do we got here?
Nice place. Not sure about the neighbors, though.
Okay, it's clear for now.
Stay on the inside. Ah, fuck.
This will probably be the best time to move up now.
Must be Kessler's car. Kessler, you in there? Hold tight. I'm coming back for you.
Damn, okay, yeah. This mission is so hard, and I'm playing on the hardest difficulty, too. Like, normally in these missions, you're supposed to go stealth. You're supposed to play like a resistance fighter, but this mission... Fire in the hole. Okay. Jam the throttle.
Now for Kessler. There's no stopping us now. You Kessler.
Bishop sent you? Are you working alone?
Aye.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Doctor Kessler,
Yeah,
got your passport?
yeah.
Put it in his pocket.
This is one of the best parts in the game.
Time to go.
No, please, don't! Ah!
And this sequence is perfect, how the color comes back to the world now, right after this.
Easy there.
Mission complete. Got it. Okay.
Nicely done. Dr. Kessler, I presume? An honor to meet you. You've made a courageous decision. One day even your own country will thank you.
I'm not doing this for my country, or yours.
The crowds will be swarming all over this place. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Sean, I'm afraid there's been a change of plans.
What happened?
Our flight home has been cancelled. We'll need to stash Kessler somewhere in the city. At least until we figure out a way to get him out of the country.
I know a place. I'll drive.
So I'll take him to the Resistance.
How long before the crowds realize our boy wasn't on that train?
We estimate it will take the better part of a week to sift through the wreckage and identify the bodies. We'll be gone by then.
I'm afraid that is impossible. I'm not going anywhere without Maria.
Excuse me?
My daughter, General Eckhart, is holding her somewhere in Paris. He said he would let her go free once I had finished building his instruments of death. When he learns what has happened, he'll kill her.
I'm sorry, Dr. Kessler. Your daughter was not part of the deal. I'll look into it once you're safely out of the country.
This is not a negotiation. Without Maria, the deal is off. I will slit my own wrists before I build bombs for your government.
Jesus.
Haben Sie Reisepapiere? Zeigen. Vielen Dank.
Right. Where'd we leave off?
This is not a negotiation. Without Maria, the deal is off. I will slit my own wrists before I build bombs for your government.
Jesus, keep your knickers on, Doc. If your girl is here, we'll find her.
So that's basically it, is his daughter has been kidnapped, General Eckhart is holding her, and wants him to build nuclear weapons for them.
So where is it that we're headed?
I'll give you a hint. How do you like your steak?
Bloody, of course. Are you asking me to dinner? You always did have awful timing.
Maybe later. But first we'll knock up a friend of mine. He can help us with Dr. Kessler.
And your friend is a chef?
I gather he fancies himself quite a renaissance man. I can't speak for his cooking, but he does live in a slaughterhouse.
You keep peculiar company, Devlin. Perhaps it's time you found a better class of friends.
Oh, I tried, believe me. But the classy folks will have nothing to do with me.
Yeah, this world is just really beautiful, still for a 2009 game. Like, I know this is one of the most popular series on my channel, like, these videos are doing really well, and, it's like, a lot of you guys, I look at the comments, you guys really like this game. Okay, enter the HQ.
You know better than to bring strangers here.
Friends. They need a place to lay low for a few days.
This is not an hotel.
Nor a brothel. Oh, feeling a touch homesick, are we, darling?
Ah, an English aristocrat. Does your father know you are here, girl?
I expect he's too busy buggering the chambermaids. We Sinclairs are always up for a bit of rough.
I'll vouch for her. And where are you? I'd mind me manners. She's got friends. And not the sort you want to cross.
What does that mean?
Do I have to fucking spell it out for you? She's a British agent.
Why have you come here?
You rubbed the lamp, Monsieur Godin, and voila! Here I am to grant your heart's desires.
You know who I am.
Of course. We know all about you. I've even read your awful books.
Oh.
My superiors in London are your biggest fans, Luke. They'd like to offer you their help.
What kind of help?
Oh, guns, medicine, radio equipment, whatever you require. In exchange for your cooperation in certain covert operations.
Please excuse my poor hospitality, Lady Sinclair. Come, join us for a glass of wine. It seems we have much to discuss.
I should go see what's bothering Veronique.
Okay, let's go see Veronique.
She cannot be trusted.
Who? Skylar? I won't argue with that.
I never understood what you see in her.
Look, Skylar and I... Well, it's complicated. Is this really what you wanted to talk about?
No, of course not. Our friend Bryman has been listening in on German wire traffic. He tells me the whole city is buzzing about some scientist who went missing after some train accident.
You don't say.
It's time you told me what you've gotten yourself into.
It's safer if you don't know.
Do you not trust me?
Aye, and I need you to trust me.
Okay, so let's go see, Le Crochet, because I think he has one final mission. I thought we did all of his missions, but apparently he has one more still.
The desert clans were enraged by the murder of their ambassador. They have refused to help the Nazis hunt down the Free French deserters. It is a small coup, but every bit brings the Allies closer to victory.
The Allies? I haven't seen much of them around here.
We are a long way from the front lines, Irish, but we are all fighting the same war. At this moment, an airship is docking at the German supply depot in the Palais Royal to take on emergency supplies for the Africa Corps.
An airship? Sounds like they're getting desperate.
Then imagine how they will feel when we destroy their damned Zeppelin, along with the stockpiles of fuel and ammunition stored at the Palais. People around here are sick of the Nazis. The neighborhood is smoldering already. It wouldn't take much to start a fire.
Then let's give them a spark.
So, what Le Crochet there said, the Africa Corps is basically the German army in North Africa. Now, remember when I played Sniper Elite 3 earlier this year? That takes place in the North African theater. And Sniper Elite 3, I spelled it Sniper Elite 3, and in Africa, A-F-R-I-K-A. Now, people were telling me that I spelled Africa wrong. No, but that's how you spell it in German. And that was what the game was called, Sniper Elite 3 Africa. Now, in this time, a lot of people, like he said about the Allies, Sean said, oh, somebody's being harassed here. Stop this. Civilians safe from Nazi harassment, okay. Yeah, if you don't, you can say, there's random events like that in the world, and if you don't save them, they get executed. But a lot of people in this time period didn't have hope. People still resisted, but a lot of people thought that Britain was going to fall, because this is like 1940, 41. They thought that the war was lost, that the Nazis were going to win. People had radios, and that's how they got some outside information. But if you had radios, you could listen to something like the BBC. But the thing about radios is that if you were caught with a radio in Nazi-occupied territory, they could kill you for that. So it was a way to get outside information, it was a way to get hope, but it was also really dangerous to possess a radio. Take this guy down. Okay. Here we go, okay. Okay, there's the airship. Gonna be going for North Africa. Let's ignite this. This will probably, the fuel will probably ignite the airship as well. Let's see. Damn. So, about the North Africa campaign, the reason that the Germans lost the North Africa campaign was because their logistics. They had to resupply the Italians, which the Italians were doing much worse than they were. And so they had to resupply the Italians, but also on top of that, is that when the U.S. entered the war in late 1941, and then they got involved in the North Africa campaign in 1942, At that point, the U.S. supplies, when they came in, they destroyed the German supplies. The U.S. was always the best at logistics. And so the Germans could not handle the amount of American supplies that were coming in. Their supplies were bad. They were getting cut off, and that's ultimately why they lost the North Africa theater. Is that a V-2 rocket? Those weren't made until much later in the war. Okay, let's see here. Wow, a lot of fuel here. Okay, this is gonna go up. Yeah, so you gotta play the game quietly like this. Playing on super hard difficulty also. Oops.
These bastards are fucking paranoid.
Sniper in the tower, he's... Huh, okay, I got an idea. Okay. So basically, like, even with, like, Rommel, Rommel was like one of the best, like, Rommel was like one of the best German commanders of the war. Even like a commander like Rommel, even he couldn't win the North Africa campaign with the supplies that he had. Oh, whoop. Jump here. Okay, I couldn't jump on that in time there. Okay, we'll figure something else out here. Oh, well, that AA could be... Yeah, that AA could come in handy. And now, the most important battles of the war, in my opinion, in 1940 was the Battle of Britain, because Germany had sent hundreds, you know, of bombers. Ah, damn. They sent hundreds of bombers and fighters into Britain, and a lot of people thought that Britain was going to fall at the time, but Britain didn't fall. There we go, look at that. Ah. Gotta get into some cover here. Still got a Panzer Faust. Searchlight, blow this up here. So 1940, I think the most important battle is the Battle of Britain, because Britain had stopped the Luftwaffe. They had taken down hundreds of their bombers and fighters, and when they lost that much, they weren't really able to invade Britain at that point. I mean, they could try, but they were hoping that they would be able to beat Britain into submission, and that then Britain would capitulate and be easy to take over, but that didn't happen. Another one here. There we go. The most important battle of 1941 was the Battle of Moscow, because Germany was really close to Moscow. They were on the outskirts of Moscow in the Soviet Union, and the Red Army had stopped them. Like, they were really close. This is like right at the end of end of 1941. So it was winter of 1941. And most important battles in 1942 were, in my opinion, they were the Battle of Stalingrad, which that was the worst defeat Germany had during, oh man, damn. What a disaster that was. Yeah, I tried to jump off there, retry checkpoint here. Okay, right, okay, at least we're right here. Yeah, but the worst disaster that Germany had during World War II was Stalingrad. Like, 100%, it was Stalingrad. An entire army had gotten destroyed at Stalingrad. And the second most important battle in 1942, in my opinion, was Midway. A lot of people overlooked that battle, but Midway was in the Pacific, and the U.S. had destroyed the Japanese fleet at Midway. Like, they just annihilated them. Took out, I believe it was two carriers, two aircraft carriers gotten destroyed. And then there was numerous other ships that gotten taken down, hundreds of Japanese fighters. Did he just... okay. AI is a little weird sometimes. Okay. Take the V2 rocket down. And a lot of people don't realize how important the Battle of Midway was. If the Japanese had actually won the Battle of Midway, what could have happened at that point is they could have launched an invasion of Midway Island. It's very well possible. There we go. Most important battle of 1943. So Midway is the turning point in the Pacific. Stalingrad is a turning point in Europe. The most important battle of 1943 was probably Battle of Kursk, which is actually the largest tank battle in human history. And 1944. I'd say probably the Normandy landings. Probably because the U.S. had gotten a foothold in France. They had already had a foothold in Italy, but Normandy landings gave them a foothold in France. The other really important battle in 1944 was the damn, trying to get out. I can't get out here. The Battle of the Bulge, Winter Battle, and Sniper Elite 5 might actually have a DLC in the Battle of the Bulge. It's entirely possible. Battle of the Bulge was that big snow battle that you see a lot of times in World War II movies and games. It was Germany's last real major offensive of the war. They tried to turn it around, tried to overrun the U.S. forces at the Ardennes, but their Tiger tanks ran out of fuel. They didn't have enough fuel to keep going. And then when the U.S. supplies kicked in, like I said, the U.S. logistics was always much better. They pushed the Nazis back. And in 1945, most important battle is probably Battle of Berlin, because Germany had collapsed at that point. Okay, get out of here. Damn, okay, yeah. Oh, man, they're everywhere. I have no breathing space right now. This is what the game is like on very hard difficulty. You see this? My god, I cannot, I'm trying to escape right now. Get out of here. That other rooftop. Okay, they don't see me. Okay, here we go.
That's what I'm looking for.
Got out of there. Ooh. Yeah, tough mission. But I guess we'll wrap it up here, guys. Thank you guys for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed this part. I'll have the next part for you guys as soon as I can. Thank you once again. Take care, everyone. Have a wonderful day, guys.